Hi there, welcome back to Football Spy Online, the show that's disappointed that Ronaldo didn't do a Kate Winslet-style acceptance speech after winning the World Player of the Year award last night. Now, if you're suffering from Tuesday morning blues and you're struggling for something to make you smile, take a look at this. Desperate Man City have sent a high-powered delegation to Milan to try and sign Kaká. Now, before you dismiss this out of hand, it's written by two of the most respected journalists at the Daily Express who say that City have got no qualms about paying in excess of £200,000 a week to secure the Brazilian signing. Now, chaps, please, City boys, I can save you the airfares, I can save you the cab fares, the hotel bills. He's not coming, not now, not next season, not the season after that. Kepa might come from Newcastle, Cafu might come from Roma. But Kaká, one of the best players on planet football, is not going to go to a club like City ahead of United, Arsenal, Chelsea or Liverpool. Now, back to reality, and I told you yesterday that there is a storm brewing at Spurs. Jermaine Jenas has been stripped of the vice-captaincy. Now the Telegraph say that David, I love myself, Bentley, an unmitigated disaster since his arrival from Blackburn, is also on his way out, along with Aaron Lennon, as Redknapp gets tough. The Telegraph follow up on the story we brought you last week that Redknapp wants Kenwyne Jones from Sunderland. Aston Villa also interested in him. The Independent, who have very good sources at Spurs, say that Redknapp also wants the Wigan midfielder Wilson Palacios, but are well aware that it would prove impossible to persuade Jenas to go in the other direction. Now, time for the bit I know you all like, your messages, and you guys have been giving me a hard time over the last 24 hours over my belief that Arsenal could do a lot worse than go for Newcastle's Joey Barton. Zygum says, yes, Darren, you have gone cuckoo. Arsenal should no way even think about signing Barton. Just to be with her says, ha ha ha, Darren, mate, stop. Barton the gunner, no chance. Fair enough. Reynolds says, I wouldn't want his type of behaviour on a pitch. He hasn't got anything we haven't got already. That's why teams like Bolton and Pompey, with respect, are linked with him because he's that at best. And Mohammed says, I know you don't drink, Darren, but have you been on the source? It's not about Barton the plan, who I agree would be perfect for Arsenal, but Barton the man would be a detrimental addition to their team. And Marique Ashley says, Barton plus Arsenal spells disaster. I think you're all wrong. None of the players at Arsenal have got the drive and determination that Barton has. I think there isn't anyone in the Gunners team that anyone isn't scared of. Barton would actually add that bite that you'll need. Now, I wanted to post some more of your messages, so I want to read some more out, but the language isn't that clean, so I want you all just to be reminded that you've got to keep it clean here on Football Spy Online. Now, some news in brief for you before we move on. Wigan have had the go-ahead to seal a deal for Necaxa striker Hugo Rodallega, Football Manager player. Desperate Man City have been told by West Ham that they'll have to make, quote, an extraordinary bid, unquote, for Craig Bellamy. Just out of interest, I want you to tell me what you think an extraordinary bid would be, a bid that West Ham can't turn down. And West Brom have reached agreement with Benfica to take the Portugal forward Arizula Makakula on loan. Now, some gossip doing the rounds as well. Arsenal boss Arsene Wenger not very happy with striker Nicholas Bentner for allegedly giving the Gunners team to a mate from Bolton 3 hours before the teams were meant to play each other. 2 targets for Desperate City, given and Bellamy had a row in the tunnel after Newcastle's 2-2 draw with West Ham last week. And Spurs legend Graham Roberts believes Redknapp has to make changes as the current side are all midgets. 3 more papers for you, and for all of you asking about the progress of Arsenal and Arshavin, well, he seems to think he's a Gunner already, and he's been talking in Russia about what shirt he'll wear. He wants number 10, but it's already taken by Gallas. Confident boy, Arshavin. Now, the Sun say that Liverpool and Man United are fighting over the Brazilian defender Anderson, who plays for Fluminense, good player. And a bad omen for you Newcastle fans. Joe Kinnear wants midfielder Nigel Quasi, who's been relegated before with 4 different clubs. His loan to Birmingham from West Ham expires this week, and he'd be available for around about 500 grand. I'm available to the lowest bidder, although I'm sure my boss will have something to say about that. Anne's very expensive, however, largely because of the excellent job that she does in the Football Spy office, keeping you up to date on all the breaking news and gossip. I'll see you tomorrow.